The Snake's Revenge. A tale of fear, wisdom, and justice many years ago, beyond the mountains and beside a deep green forest, there was a large village called Sundarpur. The villagers were hardworking farmers, but they had one great fear: snakes. Whenever someone spotted a snake, people would grab sticks, stones, or shovels. They believed every snake was dangerous, so they never tried to understand whether it was harmless or venomous. Over the years, countless snakes were killed, and their homes were destroyed as the villagers cleared more forest for farms. Deep inside the forest lived an old king cobra named Suri. He was known among the animals for his wisdom and calm nature. Unlike many younger snakes, Suri believed that violence only created more violence. One evening, a young snake rushed to Suri's cave. "Grandfather Suri," he cried, "the humans have destroyed another part of the forest. Many of our families are gone." Soon more snakes arrived with similar stories. Some had lost their homes. Others had lost friends and family. A young viper hissed angrily, "We should attack the village. Let them feel the fear they have caused us." Many snakes agreed, but Suri remained silent. Finally, he spoke. "If we attack, they will only hate us more. We need them to understand that every action has consequences." The younger snakes listened carefully. "What should we do?" asked one. Suri smiled. "We will remind them that the forest belongs to many creatures, not just humans." The next morning, the villagers found strange winding trails across their fields. They also noticed more snakes than usual resting near the edges of the farms. The snakes stayed calm and did not attack anyone. They simply occupied the places where the forest had once stood. Fear spread quickly. "The snakes are taking over," people shouted. The village chief gathered everyone in the town square. "We must fight them," one man yelled, but an old woman shook her head. "Have you noticed something?" she asked. "The snakes are not chasing us. They only stay where we cut the forest." The villagers fell silent. The chief decided to invite a forest ranger named Aaron. After examining the area, Aaron said, "The snakes have lost their homes. They are not seeking war. They are simply trying to survive." He walked with the villagers to the edge of the forest. "Years ago," he explained, "this entire place was forest. You cut down the trees to grow crops. The snakes, birds, deer, and many other animals had nowhere else to go." Some villagers lowered their heads in shame. That night, the chief could not sleep. He remembered how beautiful the forest had once been. The next morning, he gathered everyone. "We have made a mistake," he admitted. "Instead of fighting nature, we must live with it." The villagers agreed. They planted hundreds of young trees. They created protected areas where no one would cut wood. They learned how to safely move snakes away instead of killing them. Children in the village were taught which snakes were dangerous and which were harmless. Slowly, the forest began to recover. Birds returned, butterflies filled the air, the streams became cleaner, and the snakes quietly moved back into the growing forest. Months later, Suri watched from beneath a large banyan tree. A young snake asked, "Grandfather, did we win our revenge?" Suri smiled gently. "No." The young snake looked confused. "We did something far greater than revenge," Suri said. "We helped humans understand that every creature has a place in this world." The young snakes looked across the forest where villagers were planting trees beside their children. For the first time in many years, the forest was peaceful. The villagers no longer feared every snake, and the snakes no longer feared every human. Both had learned the same lesson. The greatest victory is not defeating your enemy, it is turning fear into understanding. Moral: nature works best when humans and wildlife respect one another. Kindness, wisdom, and understanding can solve problems better than revenge.